Oh, there we go. I pressed the right button. There we go. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to FRS Season 6, Xbox Division 1, Round 7 here in Hungary. We had a little break week last week, and it is done. We're back now here in Hungary and Budapest, where a lot of sweats have come out to play today. A lot of people unretiring, and I can't keep track of where everybody's at. But we have our two DRS zones here. This is only the second time FRS has made multiple visits to one nation in a season. Oh, that's the Miami graphic. Oh boy. Oh, okay. At 443 meters, Hungary has the second longest run to turn one, which of course is going to be an action zone after one of the DRS straights, and then we have another action zone, I imagine, going to be turn 4, because I'm not sure how they count the turns. Turn 12, actually, all the way in Sector 2, as the drivers are out getting ready for qualifying here today. It looks like it's going to be a dry qualifying, even with a little bit of cloud coverage that we've got going on. Hard, medium, soft, as always. Hard's being 1.5 seconds slower per lap. Medium, 3/4 of a second slower, with the mediums and hards being pretty equally matched on lifespan, although we know that the mediums will likely drop off a lot sooner than the hards will. The hards are just notoriously known to be able to take a beating and continue on, much like a lot of New York Giants fans out there. So, the Xbox Division 1 Championship.
Get bullied when we're shit, when we're 2-0, still carries on. Win the Super Bowl, it'd be like, fluke, worst Super Bowl team of all time, even though it would be, but you know, can't win. He retires every round, but he always keeps coming back. I reckon it's because of the new Ferrari livery, you know. Yeah, if it pays well. Give a bit of money, a few mil, and boom, you look like a minion. But you can take the personal pride here, can't you? It doesn't matter at the end of the day. The Puffy, I mean, the lap time does mean nothing. You could see, like, I don't know, Chuck come in with a 1:14. I mean, I doubt it, but you never know. Boom. The retiree comes back from hell and is back on provisional pole. Povey and Nemesis had a horrible Miami qualifying, didn't they? They were outside the top 10, miserable, got caught up in turn 1 incidents, and it led to Nemesis didn't make it to lap 5, I don't think, and Povey had a miserable race for his standards, and only just he somehow got his way around the podiums. I can't remember exactly where he finishes. Lawrence comes in. He gets these race wins, you know. I don't think he's actually won a race on track this season, but he gets these race wins. It's a solid tactic. Yeah, it's all what the pros do. Habs up to 4th. He's just jealous they can't be in a Ferrari. He sees these new Ferrari liveries on the game and he's like, oh, I'm stuck in this Alpha. And he might want to take it to them. Oh, a spin spin. no ISA this week, so yellow flags will probably be a bit less than normal. He knows he would just be spinning around, so it's fine. He just wants everyone to pass to him on pro clubs. Well, Povy's going to invite us all at the end of this anyway, so we'll see what happens from there. But nice, yeah, it's nice to see 5 drivers in the 116s. It's good. It's good to see. And what we got, the top 7 are covered by a second, which is a bit unusual. I know it's a short track, obviously, so the gaps will be shorter, but it's just nice to see the top Barrys kind of have some competition. The race might not be the most thrilling thing, but it could go either way, because if people get frustrated by like the lack of overtaking opportunities, they could try and force the issue a bit, and that's when you get these chaotic races with contacts and everything. So it's either going to be a boring race, like really boring, or a chaotic one. So there's no in between. So it'll be interesting to see what actually happens in the end. Hopefully, chaotic. He loves a Hungary. Notorious for his love of Hungary. I mean, he's having force feedback issues at the moment, so it's explained his 13th position. We can't hear you apparently, Turbo. According to my inside sources, I think it was Nemesis who put that in the chat. Just can't hear Turbo, by the way. So I'm just talking to myself.
Well, I think they can hear me now. So, yep.
I promise you, I'm not crazy, guys. I'm not just talking to myself. Turbo is here. Not just having a moment.
A New York Giants fan saying that they're not crazy.
Oh no, let's not. Let's just not. We beat the Carolina Panthers, okay? Leave us alone.
Yeah, I don't even... What? They got Christian McCaffrey. Oh, as Chuck goes ahead and spins around there.
Baker Mayfield.
We didn't see a reset the track there, but that's okay.
No, we don't see any crimes here.
Nope.
Snitches get stitches and end up in ditches, so you didn't see it from us. Apparently, so Queasy Pluto Speedy Boy. No, that's his name. Has apologised to Povey at some point, so maybe they've had a little bit of a blocking as Povey crossed the line and puts himself onto provisional pole.
Again.
Hungry merchant himself.
As Queasy Pluto is going to come up now.
I think he matched his time.
Oh wow, yeah, it does look like he did.
Yeah.
Queasy didn't improve, it looks like.
Cryptic is next to cross the line. He's going to cross the line and go stay in P6. Cryptic's had a good... been good this season. P6 is probably a bit of a surprise for him.
Yeah.
Who's next across the line?
It's going to be Nick, but he's invalidated his lap.
He's in front of it.
And
there's a Rari behind him, so it's Nemesis. I feel like this isn't a hot lap, 3 minutes 30.
Yeah.
It takes
It looked like they had a little bit of traffic, I guess. So I think LC will be the next one across an actual lap time, and there you go, P2. A whole 10th right off behind Povey there. As we get more yellow
force back issues and put himself into P2. Yes, and Nemesis obviously he was gearing up for the run at the final corner. So we're interested to see what his sector time is. It is up by nearly 3 tenths. That is such a strong first sector. Now.
Okay, there we go.
Technical section here. It's all about just hitting your marks, getting the apexes, making sure you're carrying the speed and not too much speed out the corners. Yeah, honestly,
There we
this is
go.
a really good lap from Nemesis. He's tracking Divisional Pole at the moment
He is
on
catching
his
up to
return from his 6th retirement of the season. The corner where he took long last time to get a better run out.
Oh, it looks good. It looks good.
Great. And it is Divisional Pole first down into 115.
Look at that. And it looks like Hobbs Van Nick is doing another push lap. Nope, never mind.
Oh no.
He's doing 2 in laps, I guess.
And now everyone's kind of doing their runs at the same time. I think Quimbolus is on a flying lap.
It looks like it. It does look like
So
it.
yeah, if everyone's doing their runs at the same time, just you get the big lulls. But luckily Quimbolus is out here getting some TV time for his sponsors, up by nearly 4 tenths.
Wow.
That's always challenging. He'll be challenging.
That one kid.
Should slot into 7th. Don't think it's quite. Unless he has like a miracle last sector, that could push him into 6th in front of his teammate.
Gotta say,
Corner.
his car looks a lot more stable out of that final corner than.
It is
wow!
into P6.
Oh, he did put a miracle sector 3 in there. Huh. Wow. Nice job for
Fair play.
Quimbolus there in the Mercedes as we try to find somebody else who's on. Looks like
Spen
Lawrence.
look at Cryptic and Spen. You would not expect them to see them in 9th and 10th, but I suppose with all the big guns are out here this weekend, aren't they, in terms of drivers? And yeah, it's kind of mixed up that kind of the midfield section up a bit.
Yeah, and this is one of those races because we mentioned earlier that it's a very difficult track to overtake, so qualifying position is really important this time out. Of course, it seems like in all divisions except for PlayStation maybe that it doesn't really matter the qualifying order because it ends up like a NASCAR
PlayStation
race.
division. What?
You didn't listen to me commentate last weekend? Oh my goodness.
I'd rather smash my head against the wall than watch a PlayStation race.
Oh,
Xbox superior.
We have to
Console
stay
wars.
united. No console wars. We have to stay united.
Next season, I want console wars. PC can do their own thing. Xbox versus PS. You could have like a separate championships and everything. Xbox versus PlayStation. Let's see who's better.
I would like that, but we have to stay united for now against PC. Next season we can have console wars. Alright.
Okay.
We'll do our planning.
Screw PC.
We'll do our planning in off.
Too entitled. They're too entitled over PC.
They are. They appreciate their bugs a bit much over there. So just keep that away from us.
Feels like it's actually race. This is F1 by the way, guys. If you're PC. Oh, Povey is flying. He's 4 temps up.
Currently riding on board with Lawrence, but yeah, Povey is going to be crossing the line here soon, right ahead of Lawrence.
He's taken Nemesis' lap time personally. He's taken it to heart. He's going to smash it. He's going to be like near mid 115.
Oh my goodness me!
He took it personally.
And Lawrence invalidated somewhere in his final sector, so
just aborted, yeah.
And Chuck aborted as well.
That one kid's on starting his flyer. That one kid's good. That's a good qualifying position from that one kid.
It really is. Heaney Slime jumping up into P12 there as we cut back to that one kid.
Up by just under 2 temps as well. That could be challenging the top 6 if he carries on. I know it's the first sector, but he needs to get his technical section right.
Oh, it looks good.
Honestly, this bit feels a bit slow. When you compare it to like obviously Nemesis and everything, I know it's not a fair comparison. But
yeah, there it is. Oh,
he's still up. He's still up.
Did lose over a tenth there, but yeah, he is up.
You kind of feel. Yeah, he's
gone out
backed
of it.
out. I don't know what's going on there. You can kind of feel the forward traction control there on board.
Yeah.
It might not be. But that's obviously going to hinder you in those kind of sections as Kobe is into the pits.
Yeah, and with that much time left in qualifying, we're starting to run out. So that's a good decision from that one kid, and hopefully we'll be able to see him out again as we're currently riding on board with NFC Vickers, as I think he's going to be, or maybe XD Drifty is going to be the next one to cross the line on a flying lap. as I believe Genius Line is into the pits as well. Okay, so we're riding on board with X-Drifty. Oh boy, that looks
It's
like
not a great lap.
looks like some
Yeah,
keyboard inputs from him.
I know. I think it's better if we just not about that. Yeah. Yeah, Chuck's
Didn't
really
invalidate.
far off the pace.
He didn't invalidate. There we go.
He's not last. We shouldn't mock. Who's out on the track then? Quimbolus is.
I think
Yeah,
those
I'm
are
not sure. The battery's a bit of a problem for Quimbolus there. He's made a bit of a mistake.
those were. I could have sworn it just said that those two Mercedes drivers were on outlaps. And so I
Look at
think
the battery though.
these are their
On
hot.
Quimbolus at least.
Oh, I need to reset my camera angle. I can't see it. Hold on a second as I go ahead and do that. As Kim's going to talk through somebody else doing something. I
Right,
think.
so I'm gonna watch what Quimbolus does. He hits the first sector mark. He's up by 1.5 tenths. That's gonna send us a big gap between 5th and 6th. So he needs to really improve. It's just gonna help the margin for the cars behind if they improve on their laps. His teammate is following on the track about 10 seconds behind. So it'll be interesting to see how those 2 lap times stack up. But through the technical section now for Quimbolus, it's going to get easier as the lap goes on here. Navigate that well. Your flags in front.
Yeah, he's in
He's
a
by
good
2.5 tenths.
Out of all the spots to be on track, I like his the most. There's a lot of traffic
Open air.
elsewhere.
No cars should trouble him to get into the lap now. Just got to take the last corner cleanly, and it'll definitely be an improvement on that time if you can get that right. Maybe need a bit more out of there. Boom. It's not an improvement. It's an improvement in lap time, but not position. See if his teammate can do anything about it.
Tense up currently for Queasy. And it was enough.
Follows him on the improvement.
It was enough for Quimbolus there as I look to
That
see
one kid
who else is going to
get so. Oh, Povy's just starting his lap, I think.
Nemesis.
Yeah, that's about right. Nemesis is
validated.
validated. So he's going to go in again. And LC Fio's gone purple in the second sector potentially.
3 tenths
Say
up.
potentially because who knows?
It'll be enough to jump his teammate, but we know his teammate just crossed the line in time to be able to do another lap. As it looked a bit squirrely from the rear there, from the Ferrari driver.
He's gone P8. No, not enough.
Wow.
116 flat.
He does have time, but not enough battery to do another
Taxes.
flying lap.
Invalidated. He's going on his flying lap now. Povy's invalidated, so that'll be the end of his qualifying session. So it's up to Nemesis, who's also invalidated. So the challenges are kind of fading here. Lawrence doesn't improve. So yeah, it's just really Habs is the real threat here for pole position.
Wow.
Just what a lap.
Yeah,
And
that was,
with Povey. How can you beat it? It's just a ridiculous lap from someone who we know is a hungry merchant.
Hobbs Van Nick, he's down by just 500ths. As he's going to come up to the end of Sector 2 here, the very technical section. And it's been clean, but it just doesn't look like it's been fast, per se.
When it comes to start pushing it now, at the time, as he is improving, but he's going to need to have a mighty final sector here to get into the top 3.
We saw Quimbolus do it. Can Nick mimic him here in this final corner? A lot less understeer than we saw from some of the other drivers in his setup.
Oh, it was an improvement, but not enough. I think Stenwolf. No, that didn't look like he's about. That's it.
Yeah.
The qualifying session is MJ Povey. After us talking up the people challenging the Barrys, they've come back in. 1, 2, 3.
And followed by a Gary in P4.
Wow. The Barrys and the Garys, what can you say?
And also, another thing of note is our championship leader, Cryptic, all the way down in P10. So he's going to have a huge climb to make, even if he just wants a pole position, because MJ Povey, Nemesis, LC, Hobbs, they should all easily be able to pull away from the, well, tier, what should be Xbox Division 1. They're in a league of their own at this track.
Everyone's Xbox Division 1 in here. We don't discriminate against any drivers. They're all Xbox Div 1.
That is true. That is true. Oh, it looks like Drifty's trying to chime in the lobby there. Or am I going crazy again? Am I the only one that's actually hearing that?
Yeah, the same. No, same as in like, I don't hear it, so I don't know what to say. Yeah, you're going crazy.
Okay. There's a way to mute them, right? Where's this guy at? Drifty. Oh, I can't mute him actually.
The Welsh are back in force. They're back and they're fierce.
An LC fighter, the globalist himself. Is that a bad term? I don't know. But
it sounds something that should be like dodgy. Just go with it. Oh.
Well, strap yourselves in for quite a dull race,
or quite a chaotic race. I don't know. We've seen. Is someone going to Bottas it into turn 1? Who knows?
Hopefully. But
I mean, who's the? Yeah, you got like protagonists up there. Maybe they can go pinball. 10-pin bowling. Someone's got to take the plunge. We've got Mercedes next to each other, so maybe they can push one another in.
Somebody should just ready up and get it over with.
I hope they do.
That would make it exciting. That would make it exciting. Oh, yes! There we go. There we go. Oh, perfect. Perfect. I wonder if there's a way to see who the culprit was. If there's, can we see the
news, guys? MJ Povey needs to use the toilet.
Director. Medium tire grid. Yeah, there's no way to really see who readied up first for us. So
you know, it's whoever's silent in the chat.
We do have a full formation lap too, I believe.
Yeah, those broadcast ones were weird.
Yeah.
David Croft would just chime in and be like, "Sup, guys?" And then a second later, it's like, "Oh, here's the start-finish straight." Skip half the track.
Oh my gosh, Kim, we have a broken Queasy Pluto on the grid there. Do you see what I see on his car?
Oh my god, what a disgrace.
What is this?
He should be banned.
What is this?
What is he playing at?
Oh boy.
This might be, honestly, this might be the first time this season that's happened.
I'm pretty sure it is. I'm really sure it is.
LC Fighter's been, maybe he's driving for LC Fighter.
Oh.
He's been possessed.
Okay. I don't think he's banned. He'll just get a couple of penalty points. He did say that he didn't have time to change his strat, so he meant to go on hards.
Okay.
So we'll just give him 5 penalty points this time around, but
5? I'm still pretty disappointed. 10?
Okay, 10. Well, I don't know what his current penalty count is, but we'll put it so that it's just one more until he gets a race ban.
Swift's treatment. That is disgraceful. Don't care about his race anymore. Once if he does well, like he gets on like the podium or something, just stuck on the mediums.
Yeah, the only driver not starting on the mediums is LC Fighter, but looking at the chat, it looks like a couple of people wanted to get a hard on, so.
Oh, Cryptic is around. Good, getting those tyres warm, I respect it.
Looks like there are a couple of drivers that are out of position. No, or maybe just being respectful.
Going 1 mile an hour, and everyone's passing him, so he must have had a little moment. These guys, these elite drivers, they really know how to warm their tyres up, you see. They find all these different methods.
And coming out of turn, whatever the final one is, I hope we get a couple of spins. The final turn here. Who is going to drop it?
MJ Povey is going to win this race to the start line.
Povey doesn't drop it. Is our usual culprit Nemesis going to? No?
He's going to find his... Oh, Habs Van Nick has done a mistake. He has completely bottled it.
Cold tires for him.
Oh,
Spin gets some cold tires.
Ben Wolf as well, wow.
And everybody.
They just can't get in the grid slot.
Can Drifty do it? Well. Nope, he's gone past. Oh my goodness.
Everyone's gone.
Everybody's got cold tires for the start of this race, it seems. As I go ahead and remove all that fancy info so we can get this terrible camera angle looking at the very back of the grid. And they're away. There we go. That's a much better angle as Nemesis getting way far down. And Hobbs Van Nick jumping up.
You have to get disqualified, apparently. He comes... Oh, it's tight in there. Oh, we've got an Alpha Tauri around. Sorry, an Alfa Romeo around. I think it's Healy's line. Alfredo gets a 5-second time penalty for it.
an LC fighter on those hard tires dropping backwards, along with Quimbulus as well, trading blows.
Oh! Queasy Pluto had a massive moment. It's a miracle. And Habsonic's even firing things down funny for ignoring yellow flags. What?
I didn't even see any yellow flags. As Queasy Pluto's going to put it up the inside, backs out at the last minute there, as our championship leader is off the track here.
Yeah, Cryptic. It's just not been his day so far.
Oh my goodness. Somehow they're all still bunched together, more or less.
It's a bad start for the Ferraris though, isn't it?
It is. They're definitely going the wrong way. LC Fighter has the excuse of putting on hard tires, but man, they just look absolutely slow.
Sorry, he took a lunge on the. He's jealous of the hard tires, I think. He's taking it personally.
Oh, he really is.
So how dare you? You know who I am.
Oh boy. He seems a bit too far back to make a move this time, but we've seen people send it from even farther back, so is he going to go for it? Nope. Not this time.
Yeah, now the key for Kobe is just getting outside that DRS range, even though Hab's got a 5-second time penalty. I'm not sure how legitimate it is, so we might be seeing that get changed in the stewarding headquarters.
All the way in New York.
And them had a little moment as well. It's just not a very comfortable start for the Ferrari drivers, both of them. Queasy Pluto is still on the back of LC Fight on the hard tyres.
Oh, he really wants to get that move done.
Cryptic's out!
Oh!
Cryptic is out! Wow, that's the championship leader right there.
Is that going to
out
be
the race.
A safety car? Nope, it would have come out by now, surely.
I feel like it now, just, yeah. As Nemesis has got his 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings.
2 laps in. Wow.
2.
Oh, so Nemesis struggling to keep up with them. Have a cut here and there. And
start.
Povey almost within of that DRS range there.
Now, but he's now, as it gets activated. Does it get to no next lap?
There we go. Nope, it's enabled now.
Yeah,
it has been enabled, and I don't know if Nick was close enough, so he might be on his own here. Although it is a very short DRS run, and it doesn't look like Nemesis had it either. So,
isn't the detection point just the main one still, or was it even enabled?
I'm looking at the mini map. I see 2 of the. Oh, that's a speed trap, isn't it? Okay. Yeah. Okay.
We'll just see what happens on the main straight next time. That's when the real action starts. I feel like Povey's gonna. Habs needs the second really, because if he lets Povey get away and Nemesis is going to be behind him on the DRS, it's going to be.
Oh, NFC Vickers. Sorry about that.
Yeah, the yellows. It's just going to roll back. It's all calm. Nothing to see here.
Oh, Queasy!
Oh, we've got
Queasy.
Yeah, he was loose at the start of the race, and now.
Oh!
Thank you, ghosting system, he says, as Drifty is having a little battle with Chuck and then make contact.
Oh boy.
Bang.
Can he get the switch done on Chuck? I don't think so. Chuck just having so much more speed out of there.
His sister Alpha Tauri as well. Oh, Nemesis is in P2. And yeah, boom, levitate. Yeah, DRS easy on the main straight, and now he's going to try and hunt down his old rival.
His fellow countryman in the Williams up ahead there. As, this battle for P8, P9, P10, P11 is it's still going on, surprisingly.
They won it all.
Yeah. Battle for those final points. Important
prizes. I just feel like this could be an accident occurring soon in this battle.
I'm waiting for it. I am waiting for it.
They're all Phoenix line is pretty close in the rear wing of Chuck in the end. They kind of so cautious going through it. Oh, Drifty is wide.
Oh, that's going to be a position there for Drifty. So Drifty must have gotten that move done on Chuck in the DRS zone, I'm guessing, because that's where we saw Chuck do it there. And Drifty's just a sitting duck.
Yeah. feels like he's got a problem, but he shouldn't, if you know what I mean. Because like,
Yeah,
he
yeah,
just
yeah.
squeezes the McLaren of that one kid there.
I think
That
just
one kid
that
switches back.
that sector is just so rhythm based. It's so technical that you want to be in a rhythm, and as soon as it gets thrown off, you know, you're just kind of sloppy.
It's a bit aggressive driving from Drifty. That one kid should get it down the main street.
Oh no!
I'm confused about that one. Maybe I don't really get it, but
are they gonna go for it?
Well, he's let Drifty get DRS. That I'm embarrassed. I'm just gonna look away.
Yeah, no idea what's going on. Oh, please don't
Yeah,
go for a move on the outside there. That would not be good.
Have to go back. to go back a bit. And Queasy Pluto's been. They're driving that slowly. Queasy Pluto's arrived.
Not slowly, just less fast.
Oh my god. Like, screw this.
Oh!
He just randomly took it off the track as well.
It tries to put the power down on the grass. It, you know, didn't go well.
Has to put some time penalty for more warnings. I can agree with that. Oh, we've got some yellows. It's chill.
Spun around there. Thank you again for ghosting. Didn't work out last time in Miami, it seemed, for some drivers on the other console, but...
Oh, it comes out from jump and run. It's like just a traditional dump and run there from Queasy Pluto. Oh, what?
That's allowed that one kid to catch up. Oh my goodness.
I'm so scared. I'm so scared.
Oh boy.
This is terrifying.
We got yellow flags again. It looks like it's Chuck struggling with his warm tires as I cut to it. Looks like Lawrence and Hobbs Van Nick were battling. I saw somebody trading positions. Nope, just the leaderboard being weird, it appears. So we'll cut back to this battle for the final points paying position.
Oh, this terrifying battle. Oh, that was just a bit of lag. Christ, it's every little moment's making me freak out at the moment. Queasy Pluto's gone. He's just gone.
Oh,
and that one kid's left. So
well, yeah, indeed it was lag.
Someone's straight on into turn one. Chuck, he just drove straight on, I believe. So that's not great, but you know, luckily it doesn't look like the safety car's going to come out.
Oh, that one kid's
the
saying the power went out, so he is having some technical issues there. I think Chuck retired in the pits, I imagine.
Yeah, I didn't see him in the pits, but he is straight on. That kind of makes me think that it was a retirement in the pits, but then the AI came out and just sent him there. Let's have a look. Yeah, could be.
I'm trying to. I can't even see his car on any of these
I
drivers.
saw it on Kobe, but it was hard to tell. It looked very straight, so it made me think it was just pulled over to one side.
Meanwhile, Hobbs Van Nick able to keep up with
the ghost of that one kid is feisty. the ghost of that one kid is going to get his own so he does into turn one. Oh, what a move from the ghost of that one kid.
Oh, and he's just going to put the power down and drive off into the sunset.
They don't have traction. The traction control is not a bother of these ghosts. But yeah, we've got a good battle for fifth. They're all stuck behind the hard tyre runner of LC Fire. Who didn't get the best of starts. Starting in, what, P3? Now in P5.
I believe it was P4, actually, behind.
I thought it was Barry's.
Oh, yes, it was. Yes, excuse me. Barry's and Gary. Yep. That was
but this is all about just keeping pace at the moment. His time to come later on in the race, barring any safety cars, of course. He'd kind of be hoping for a clean run, at least to this stint. It doesn't matter as much later on, but right now he just wants a clean race, just keep it clean and see where it takes him at the end.
Yeah, and the drivers ahead of him haven't really pulled away. Povey has pulled out a 2.5 second gap, but I think he's really just kind of managing that for the time being, while letting Hobbs Van Nick and Nemesis continue to battle.
Doing well.
Yeah.
Doing well to be on the back bumper of Nemesis still in the DRS range. Once Nemesis overtook, I kind of thought it'd be like he'd just leave him behind, but it's not been the case at all.
Yeah, it's been a very
very
good job.
After that one kid's ghosting overtake, he's now up by nearly 4 seconds behind in front of Drifty.
It's okay. The AI was set at like 90, which is incredibly powerful on this new game. So you know, I think I even saw something
about that.
Oh,
Nemesis, another 3 second time penalty. That is we're 8 laps in. He's had 6 warnings.
That
So
is,
not great.
yes. I don't think
Habs
that's what he wants to be going for. Oh my.
Perhaps he's looking racy behind him as well. He might have a chance here if he can stay close to him on the start-finish straight. It's all about his exit on this final corner now. Bit better for Nemesis, but it's not great. He'll have a chance into turn 1.
Oh, Nemesis.
And he'll have a real big chance into turn 1.
Out of battery there. Nick.
Oh.
Respectful racing, to say the least, but yeah.
Both veterans, aren't they? They aren't going to make it. I don't think Habs is going to make this overtake unless he knows he can 100% get through without any contact or any mistakes.
Yeah, Nemesis just having a little bit of unfortunate luck in Sector 3 there, which allowed Nick to really catch up to him as drifting now picks up.
Oh, 5-second time for just being in the pit lane, and he's retired.
Tired, okay.
So that probably is a link. It's all about learning, isn't it? You're going to have bad races when you're newish. Is it his first race?
Yes, this is going to be his first race here.
Yeah, so it's not. It's just about learning, really.
Yeah, and with the pace of these drivers being so spread out, it's kind of hard to figure out who you're going to be racing with so soon if you're just thrown right into the thick of it. So, but yeah, he got some good sighting laps. Understands the pace and who he's going to be racing against later on in the season. Though I gotta say that
anyways up.
Yeah, and I gotta say that one kid kind of. Although I mean, I know that he's not really driving right now, but from what we saw in qualifying to now, it's a bit shocking to see him that far down. I would have expected him to be sticking with and battling against, up in P6, P7 there with Spin and Quimulus. But
must have had a moment on the first lap or something like that, because he has dropped down, and obviously with people like Cryptic retiring as well.
Yeah.
Something happened.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're a bit of a lull in this race. The closest battle on track is Crazy Pluto and Heaney's line. He's close. After his mistake, he's cutting through the field quite nicely, catching up on these medium tyres. He knew he was going to have to spin, and he needed those medium tyres to help him get through as much of the order as he could. But the problem for now is that Spen is 14 seconds before him.
Yeah.
So it's going to be hard.
A long ways for the Mercedes driver here. And Spin and Quimulus are still just kind of cruising behind LC Fighter right now. So those mediums and hards, they look, I don't know if it's the track or the tires, but they look all pretty well matched on pace. Even LC Fighter is able to kind of match Lauren's up ahead. It looks like Lauren's is dropping back a bit from those front runners. Spin Wolf gets a little out of sorts there.
Big moment there for him. So that would be good for Cruiser Pluto. He's going to gain time there. But yeah, I feel like we're now kind of the crossover period where the hard tyre is probably the preferred tyre to be on. So probably should watch out for LC Fighter gaining on Lawrence and see if we can get past him before the pit stops, whenever they may be.
Yeah, we saw
Alfredo.
3 seconds.
Aston Martin.
But yeah, we saw in the pre-race graphic that it was an intro graphic that the mediums expect to go about 26 laps, I believe, and the hards about 28 laps. But we've known throughout this game, and we've seen it throughout the weekends with different races, that it's just the hards never lose any kind of pace, whereas the mediums actually do have a true drop-off. So yeah, this is going to be, you can see that time tumbling down to Lawrence ahead, and Lawrence is actually within sight now of LC Fighter on his car. So yeah,
it's go time.
It really is there. And yeah,
Habs is still with Nemesis. It's been all this is just showing how much pace Povey has. He's gone.
Yeah, that is a season. What was that? Season 3 Povey there. All the way up ahead.
He'd probably still find a way of winning the championship. It's not quite close enough for Habs. He's just going to continue sticking on the, just staying in slipstream, then pushing the thing too early.
Yeah, and he's carrying that 5-second penalty that was unjustly given, it seems like.
Retired. Oh, that was a bit early. I think he was retired on track, but
yes.
it wasn't there when he's made it there. So
Out of the way. That's
all
good.
of a sudden, there's only one driver out the points.
As Nemesis has a spin.
Yeah, and he's killed the advertising board. The poor thing.
Oh boy, was that a brake marker? Hopefully not. Maybe. Oh, it might have been. Which we know.
Yeah, something's dead. Some polystyrene.
Oh, and he's.
And he's around again.
Is he gonna retire? Is he gonna
I
retire?
hope not. There's still points on the line. As Queasy Pluto's speeds past. But boom, all of a sudden Habs Van Nickers into P2. And yeah, he's struggling at the moment. The tyres
boy.
are obviously gone.
Yeah,
I think
those.
he'll pit this lap, but I hope it isn't to retire.
We'll see. We'll see. Well, I would love to see those minion costumes stick around for a little bit longer. Speaking of minion costumes, we have LC Fighter now within DRS range. Yes, exactly. But not having it, I guess.
Nemesis is going to not. I feel like Nemesis is going to stay in this race. He's pitting, but he might need to pit anyway. I don't think he'll retire.
Oh, okay. As my dog starts to bark in the background. Excuse me, puppy. Okay. Yep.
Yeah, I think he's going to stay in the race. He's slowed down to get the pit lane limiter, so yeah, he's going to stay in.
All right. I think my dog's done barking now for the time being, but yeah, that'll be. Do you think he'll be able to get to the end of the race on those tires? I mean, 25 laps. It's a. Wait, no, I can't do math. 22 laps.
Yeah, I don't know where the 5 came from.
Me neither. Me neither. But it should be able to make it to the end there.
The big story at the moment is just how much LC Fight is catching. He's putting hard tyres to the test now. They're clearly the preferred tyre out to at this moment in time, and he's taking the pain. I'm not sure he's quite close enough this time round.
I don't even know if he really wants to go for it anyways, because wasn't using any battery, wasn't really trying to set up any kind of move, so it looks pretty good here right now.
He's comfortable. He's got championship rivals such as Cryptic not in the race. It's time. It's LC Fighter's time.
Will we see one of the people coming out of retirement actually winning this race? It looks like we might be with Povey right now in the lead.
I wouldn't say retirement, I'd say sabbatical.
Yeah, we all have our sabbatical each and every week, you know, where we don't race, but, you know, the rest of us just don't really announce it like these guys do, but...
they make a big deal about it, they have like a big post. Well, this is it guys, see ya, thank you. And then next week, pop up.
LC Fighter had a little bit of a squirrely moment there in that at the end of Sector 2, and it's allowed Lawrence to get ahead as Hobbs and Nick opts to jump into the pit right now. I don't know why that is.
Why not? Why not, though? He's pretty comfortable around him though, isn't he? So he might be just trying to set off a chain reaction. He has to serve his 5-second time penalty though. So he's going to be in the range of the 2 cars behind him.
Yeah, he might get out in a very nice gap with his teammate Genius Line.
Yeah,
just ahead of him.
He's going to make it. Yeah, he's in turn 1. Yeah, LC5 is kind of just. It's not really making much ground on Lawrence now. He might just be saving the tyres now. He can just sit in the DRS range and just get total on the straights. His Nemesis sets a fast lap of the race on his brand new hard tyres. I commend Nemesis for staying in this race.
Yeah, absolutely.
If Nemesis had passed, he would have been long gone into the night. But he's still here. You got to commend him for it.
Definitely, and he's in that final points paying position. I mean, it is a race with attrition, so by the end of it all, once it's all said and done, we might see only 5 drivers left. Who knows? As MJ Povey, our race leader, comes into the pits. I feel like
when we make a big deal about races like being a race of attrition, that just means it's bad. Like,
I mean,
Not much is going on. We need to call it something.
we prefaced it heading into this that it wasn't going to be an exciting one. So as Lawrence takes over the lead.
We've still got over half distance, so anything can happen. There could be a flood all of a sudden, and then boom.
I wouldn't complain about that. I wouldn't complain about a safety car either, as we're seeing a lot of people heading into the pits now. We can go ahead and take a look at what tires everybody has fitted. Curiously, Nemesis is the only one. Again, happy he's stuck around, but it is a bit strange to see him the only one with time penalties. At this point in the race, I would have expected at least a couple more to be coming in, but props to everybody else for keeping it on track for the time being. And
half the lobby's on full traction control, so that helps a little bit. Or maybe not anymore. Sorry, maybe not anymore, but some of them were. But yeah, this is certainly the battle for the lead going on between Lawrence and LC.
I don't know. MJ Povey coming out P4.
Yeah.
On those. Yeah, who knows?
Yeah, it showed that how much damage that 5-second time penalty was, though. The fact that Habs is 10 seconds behind us.
Yeah, looks like Lawrence dies as
Lawrence
now
into
as well.
the pit, so this is go time for LC. It's time to put in qualifying laps.
And he's got a very clean track ahead of him, even with is that NFC Vickers. He's got a ways till he catches up to lap traffic, and I think by the time he actually does catch up to the back of that Alpine, it'll be time for him to box anyways. So we'll take a look at MJ Povey, no surprise, way far ahead. But where's Hobbs Van Nick going to come out relative to Lawrence?
It's going to be so tight.
Wow.
He's going to Habs going to send it in there, just hoping the tyres aren't quite warm enough. He's going to get a better exit.
And who's that?
Up there. He's just chilling in the middle of the track. It kind of distracted him a bit. And Lawrence, this is the time for Habs. Lawrence is getting his tyres up to temp. He's going to get a better exit out the corner, but it's just, no overtaking spot for him, and Lawrence is going to jump him out the pits.
Yeah.
5-second time penalty. That's what it is.
Man. Oh, what a bummer for Nick. It looked good for him too. I see why he pitted when he did now. Coming out possibly into a podium position. But the race still isn't over. We're almost at that halfway mark. And I mean, he was matching Nemesis, who we know is very pacey as well. So, yeah. And I mean, who knows? There might be something to say too with wheel versus pad traction, and I'd imagine
famous rivalry.
That's more famous than the console wars, if we're being honest.
There's no such thing. That's real.
Oh boy. But yeah, that's our closest battle on track. Of course, with that one kid, it seems like they're still ghosted and out of it. So hopefully they'll be able to get their power back on and pay their utility bill. But
well, I had heard rumours that Queasy Speedy Crucify has actually been possessed by Issa this race. Just little rumours I've heard. She's been possessed. And it's like it's starting to look more believable as the race goes on, if I'm being honest.
Queasy coming out, warming up those tires.
Do you mean Issa?
Yeah, Issa, sorry. Excuse me, Issa. As we cut back to Hobbs Van Nick, the closest battle on track. And it looks like they're just kind of in a groove again, or at least Hobbs Van Nick is in a groove again. Except this time the car head is a Red Bull instead of a Ferrari. So
yeah, it's time to go though, isn't it?
Yeah, it is with. I mean, LC Fighter. You know that he would want to be in that pit window of LC Fighter. I don't know how long the pit lane actually is, but yeah, you know that LC Fighter is going to come out on a more competitive medium tire compound compared to your hards, and they'll be fresher too compared to your worn hards. So yeah, you got to just take advantage of this time that you have now and really eat away at LC Fighter's gap, and hopefully feel good enough.
For Queasy, you've got to imagine he's thinking right now, what would this race been like for me if I started on the hard tyres? Will I be winning by a minute? Probably. You just have to imagine.
I would say so. That would.
I mean, checks out.
If I had the pace that he had, I would be thinking the same thing right now. So,
just got to storm through the field again. He's done it once. He got to P7, I think it was P6, around that range.
Yeah.
With Nemesis's spin, so
Yeah.
he's got to do it again. And watch out for Nemesis. He's P7. He's capable of catching the cars in front of him, even though he's got a 7-second gap to spend in 6th.
Yeah, and carrying
I
those
wouldn't write him off.
time penalties. Squeezy does put in a purple sector 1 now.
He's just the talent. Just the talent. On the hard tyres, he's a different driver.
It really is. It reminds me of
driver.
a certain season 3 Kim who always took the hard tires, and you just love those hard tires over the mediums, and were faster for some reason on those hard compound tires.
Well, this is the place where I won the Division 2 championship, so obviously I'm somewhat of a Hungary merchant myself. As Habs and Lawrence finally get into the battle that we've been kind of waiting for.
Oh, Nick had to look up the inside into, what is that, turn 3? If I can count correctly.
Turn 10.
I can't. We know earlier on when I tried to figure out how many more laps were left in the race, I can't count. So
counting's overrated. Maths, who needs maths?
Exactly.
The talent on the hard the talent on the hard tyres. Fast lap of the race, he's punting down that one. Is he wanted some ghostage? Yeah, he is. So he's on candlelight at the moment as
oh no,
Nemesis. It's just bad to worse. He's the only driver up for. Nope, never mind. Lawrence, 3-second time penalty.
Oh boy, that's gonna. Well, obviously it's gonna have implications later on in the race. But yeah, Nick. We know Nick just doesn't really pick up time penalties like some of the other faster drivers do. So.
This line is going around the ghost of that person who used to be known as that one kid. But he's been sent back to the Victorian times.
We saw a little blur pop up saying that they have rejoined the lobby.
So maybe he's going to respawn in a second and figure out. You know what? For his driver's sake, I think it's better off to use ghosts.
It does look pretty competitive, this AI, huh?
Yeah, I mean, no, but. You know, it still could be in the points until they get disqualified for being a ghost. Perhaps kind of dropping back. I know he's still in DRS range, but he's visibly not as close as he once was to Lawrence. Maybe he's changed his mindset a little bit with the 3-second time penalty. He knows he doesn't necessarily have to overtake them. But both of them should be wary of LC Fire, who's still on the hards. Oh, Habs! Sector 1, yellow flag, Mercedes, it's Issa.
Oh, Issa, what are you doing?
Yeah, Issa, just another spin. And Habs is really struggling now. Outside the DRS range, LC Fighter is going to take his mandatory pit stop.
And where is that going to put him out? I mean, maybe
fourth?
Behind Quimulus? In front of Quimulus?
Close. I think they're going to be close, but I'd imagine that the overtake won't be too difficult with the difference in tyres.
As Issei still spinning around and Henius Lime getting caught off guard from that one kid.
It's going to be close with Quimulus, I feel. Maybe not. I think he's going to get fourth.
Alright, so it's go time for LC Fighter.
And you can see second place. Second place is only a couple of seconds in front, and he's got fresh medium tyres on.
Fresh medium
advantage
tyres.
LC.
A clean penalty sheet as well. That's got to be handy for him too.
You'd say he's looking likely for the second place at least. Obviously, Povey's just gone. He's Division Povey this race. Hungary was always going to be a problem.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is kind of taking the mick a little bit.
Yeah, and I need to pull up the standings and take a look as well to see what they look like.
Also, some breaking that one kid news. He is back. He's been revived. He was down, but he had quick revive, and he's back up again and flying.
Season 6 standings. There we go. Povey currently all the way down in P7 with only 30 points, and Cryptic, who has retired, with 84 points.
So basically, he's almost Povey wins. He's almost doubling his points standing, his points total.
Yeah.
So that's about right, isn't it?
And it would. Oh, okay. Well, it looks like Hobbs Van Nick apparently finished 222nd in Miami, so these standings are extremely inaccurate. Along with Issei, who finished
Wow, who would do that?
345th, and Issei, who finished 344th. So, yeah, I can't actually give you guys an accurate representation as to what the implications of these final results would do in the standings. So, that's okay. That is
It's not.
okay.
We've got a terrible corner Snapchat interface for it. So there needs to be some kind of revolution. He needs to go. He's not doing the standings. He doesn't know how to type numbers in a box, basically. It's rocket science, apparently. He just doesn't know how to go beep, boop, numbers.
These Gen Z kids, all they care about is the social medias and the talks of the tick or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
And
TikTokies.
Yeah, I can't believe it.
MySpace. Oh.
Yeah.
All
Oh.
these kids these days.
Boy, oh boy.
I can really shake my fist at them. Just, those
Go
damn
out and
kids.
touch some grass every now and then, huh?
Yeah. Look outside. Look at life.
Yeah, there's more to the world than just a screen. Alright?
They're on top tick, getting old.
What a waste.
Life's gone.
What a waste.
1 minute they're just like 12 on TikTok, and then the next minute they're 90 on MySpace, thinking it's still a thing.
Man, back in my day, I tell you what, we actually had to go talk to people face to face. Now these kids just send, what is it, memes to each other to talk.
Memes, yeah, I think it's memes.
Memes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, disgusting.
what a disappointment.
They don't know what MSN is.
I can't even remember what it stands for, but I can picture a little butterfly.
Did they even have a BlackBerry?
Oh, do they have the little palms? Oh boys, it gets worse for Nemesis.
Yeah, we'll just ignore them. He's not having a great time, but saying that, it's not like it's losing him any positions.
It's close. It puts him on the cusp. Is he at 12?
It won't be.
Is he at 12?
Yeah, I think he's on 12 now. LC Fires are going to be second. It's pretty clear. He was 3 seconds a minute ago last time I looked. Now he's he's up his arse, quite frankly. This shouldn't be too hard from here.
No. He's got 10 laps to get the move done, and Lawrence is carrying that 3-second time penalty, so he's got time.
At the moment,
that doesn't need to happen.
It is looking like a Povey, LC, Habs top three.
A very,
but
very
anything can happen.
podium.
One mistake, anything can happen. This is Xbox FRS. They're not the brightest bunch.
Certainly not the timeliest either.
We honestly should tell them the time's different, so they turn up late for it, but that's the actual time we want to start. It's the only way of helping them.
Yeah, I think that's a bright idea that we should use going forward. And we should have implemented it sooner, honestly, because obviously the time management courses didn't pay out.
They just didn't work out.
Yeah.
10 grand we spent on them.
It wasn't a good enough master class. It was sad. But
we need to find a different way. Maybe they don't respond to that type of learning.
The problem is
we put in like real life scenarios. It's like an escape room where they just all die but then get out in time. We'll put the pressure on them, There's LC Fight's going to dive. He's going to dive.
Oh my word!
He dove a bit too much there. Habs is like, "What are you doing, mate?
They're going side by side.
He kind of dived into turn one like the corner was a bunch of raw crave, and he just wanted to get in them and really get his teeth stuck into them. But it's just not how racing works sometimes. The Habs is like, no, what are you doing? I'm just going to brake a bit earlier and just switch and keep my position, thank you.
Yeah, the things LC will do for some raw crave. I mean, you saw it right there. It's just...
Yeah, it's just obsession at this point, isn't it?
Yeah, it's kind of a borderline, what do we call it, sociopathic.
He needs to go on a course.
Yeah.
We need to fund a course, time management and craving sessions.
I mean...
It's like a meeting like, hi, I'm LC and I'm addicted to crave.
Yeah, would AA accept that? Would they take him for us?
I don't think Alcohol Anonymous has really goes for Crave as well, but you never know.
Well, then we should just check him into a psych ward, I guess.
Maybe it's like the alcohol thing. It's like, hi, I'm Dave and I'm addicted to alcohol. Hi, I'm Elsie and I'm addicted to cereal. It's like it's still quite on the same level, is it?
It might be. He might get diabetes later on, and they might accept him into the group. But this time around, not.
I think he'd have more problems than that if he's got diabetes. He needs to worry about something else. Is he going to go hang around the outside? No.
Oh yeah, he's getting antsy now. You can tell he's getting antsy.
He looks like a driver who's run out of ideas. It's the Ferrari special livery. Look at that terrible apex there, doesn't it? Terrible apex. He was nearly in the grandstand, and that's over here.
Oh, he's cooking his tires too, man. His lefts are just
he
burning
doesn't know
up.
what apex is. He's missing every single one at this point.
It is wow. It is tough to follow on this track. It seems for that Ferrari driver.
This is a bit where he could be gaining time, but just kind of like stagnate a little bit. At some point, as the race gets closer to the end, the mediums aren't going to have the effect they once did. So it really is, and I feel like I've said this a lot this race, but it is go time, and they're 21 seconds behind. Probably might have a pit stop at this rate. We love a good old DRS train, but this is Elsie's moment. Habs pulls out.
High drive.
He's going to run the outside.
Right center field on Monte back. Turning, looking, see ya. A long
It's close, but this time you kind of feel like Elsie's likely here. He's going to get the inside line. The bang. Little bit of bang in there. But Habs is hung it around the outside.
My goodness!
Elsie's still on the inside. I feel like this
Please
is
don't go
corner
side
away.
by side. No, 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 no!
Habs Van Nick, you are a little dancer.
Oh boy. And this has helped Lawrence
Lawrence is gone.
get out of that threat of the DRS range. And
I mean, Lawrence got a bit more problems than the DRS, but
yeah.
Tampano. But you know, every little helps. You never know if they have major contact, then boom, no one behind them is a threat.
Yeah, and we should, as much as it pains us to give him any kind of limelight, Popovi is 22 seconds ahead. He almost has a free pit stop.
He might pit. Yeah, he might pit at the end of the race. It's tempting.
It very much is, especially when he's starting so far down. Well, we actually don't know because the standings aren't actually accurate. But that extra point might help him.
Does he not come like 600th in the last race? I'm pretty sure I saw he did.
Yes, an Xbox grid with more than 10 drivers. That happens.
Hey, there's 11 actively driving at the moment, so let's not take the piss too hard.
Okay, fine. More than 11 drivers. All right, you're right. You're right.
That's better.
LC Fighter still behind Nick this time around, and
he's disappointment of the race so far for me.
Is
Senior Slime, Tampano, that will take him from 11th to 11th. Big crucial penalty there for him.
And Hatsue Nick has caught up to the back of Lawrence as well, so Lawrence must have had some kind of mistake that we missed too. So we might see an overtake happen on track as Heinous Lime with the time penalties.
It.
Oh, and they're going to be coming up to this lap traffic. Thankfully, it should be ghosted. I hope.
God,
pray.
so far from it.
Okay. Whew.
Yeah, he just stays out the way. But yeah, LC really is disappointment of the race so far for me. We should replace driver of the day and just have disappointment of the day instead. Just, who
that
cares?
Would be.
He looks. I'd be shocked if he isn't on the podium by this end of this straight though. That is the closest he's ever been. Oh my god!
My goodness! You. What? What?
Where's Crimbless? Oh, he's spinning past him.
No front wing damage.
Wow, great battle for third.
No front wing damage.
Brain damage.
Oh, yeah, you said it, not me. As I look at,
makes people go through their minds when they reset the track. I mean, we seem to catch them all as well. Like,
somehow.
they can't hide. Yeah, Poby's gonna pit. 100% he's gonna pit.
I'm sorry, but Queasy Pluto, what is going on with him?
What about him?
I mean Issei. Sorry, excuse me. Issei is
having a nice little. I don't know.
What he's
just run off.
Oh,
He's run out of
Pespovi's
fuel.
finally passed him now.
Is Povey on the start-finish straight? Christ, Lawrence is still in sector 2.
Yes. Oh, what is going on here with...
Why is Povey not in the pits? Just pit. He's not got the fast lap, I don't think.
No, I
Actually,
believe
he
it
probably-
still is...
Let me check. I think it's Queasy, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
it
it
is
is Queasy, so he does probably need to pit.
Maybe Povey's just so far ahead he can't even see on his screen who's actually behind him and what the gap is.
Maybe just saving it for the end.
Maybe just a little bit of drama to spice things up at the
LC
end.
into the pit, so he probably did pick up front wing damage there, and that is...
Oh, no.
Oh,
Oh, no.
oh.
Oh, no.
Oh.
As the minions come out
Cryptic is-
and...
Do you know what? I don't get why he's pitted. He's in the would you just brave it out to the end?
That's a tough one because it is Hungary. So...
Yeah, true. The technical
I mean, it'd be
section is
kind
gonna
of
be
painful
bad.
with front wing damage. But yeah, he wasn't missing an end plate, so it looked like it was just minor damage that he picked up.
But crucially, for Povey at least, LC has come out onto the track on fresh softs, obviously. So that
Yeah.
might throw a little... We've got a yellow in sector 3. It
Oh,
is...
Queasy.
Queasy Pluto is out of this race, and that is
That's a full safety car!
car.
Oh,
Unbelievable.
man.
Unbelievable. And
LC
Povey's
Fighter
into
has to
turn
be
one.
kicking himself now.
Povey's into turn 1. The cars behind are that far behind. They've not hit. They're not in the pits near the pits yet. They're going to peel off into the pit lane now. Oh no, Lawrence pit. No, guys, pit. Oh, Primus will pit. He knows what he's doing. He's into pit lane.
Somebody is level-headed in this group.
LC can't believe his luck.
Wow.
Nemesis is like, Nemesis is screwed. Nemesis actually is screwed now. But
Oh,
he's
yes.
got all those time penalties. He is screwed.
Absolutely.
I can't believe they didn't pit.
Yeah, that's very
Especially Habs.
strange. That is
He
super
had
strange.
a free pit stop. Everyone else behind him pitted. He could have just pitted and been fine.
Oh,
You
man.
have to think Povey's going to pit. Well, no. Povey is going to pit.
He
He's got
has
30-second
to.
gap. He is pitting.
He has to. Even though the drivers behind him didn't. I mean, he'd be insane not to.
Yeah, he's got a free pit stop. He had a free pit stop before the safety car came out,
Yeah.
so he'll be perfectly fine.
Yeah.
LC's back into the pits. His line's retired.
Well, did he hit the safety car?
He's right next to the safety car,
He
isn't he?
might have hit the safety car there.
Well, who's the one near him? That one
It'll be
kid.
that one kid. I did see him parked sideways.
Yeah, we need to have a look.
And
at
he's
this.
missing a front wing, so hopefully they don't remove his car yet. Hurry up, that one kid. He's about to disappear.
Oh my god.
He did. That
crashed
looks
into
like
the
it.
safety car?
That looks like it. His front
That's
left.
just- yeah, front left
Ruined.
onto the safety car. We might be speculating we are speculating, but I'm going to be annoyed if
Fighter
Lawrence
gonna be the
and
next one?
Habs pit.
Oh,
Oh, Habs is pitting. Lawrence isn't.
whoa. I really don't like that for Lawrence, especially with his time penalties. He gains nothing
Habs is fine as well
by
because
staying out.
He has a big enough gap behind.
But the safety car has to come in at the end of this lap, so it might have been a smart play if Nick isn't able to catch up.
It
I
really
don't
depends
know.
on that. It might not. It does it have to come in this lap though? Because if
We
it
do
comes in
get-
the next lap, it'll be a one-lap shootout.
I
won't
think
it?
we do get 2 full laps
Well, Habs has come out
without the safety car.
behind. I believe there's a lapped car in between. Yeah, there'll be a lapped car in between Lawrence and Povey here of NFC Vickers. And this game doesn't really like letting the lapped cars through, does it? So
Yeah.
it'll be staying there, ghosted presumably. And yeah, so Lawrence is in
This
real
is-
danger.
Yeah, even if Hobbs Van Nick doesn't catch the pack, he's going to be not only on soft tires, but warm soft tires, whereas
And with
Lawrence
the
is gonna
fitting
be
pattern
on
as well,
ice cold
gonna drop-
tires.
he's going to drop quite far down the order if it is close at the end.
Yes.
Kind of wants it to be. It's in this lap.
Yep, safety car is indeed in this lap. Okay, so yeah, it didn't really bunch them up.
Well, Habs has got to go because it all depends on when Povey goes here.
I mean, if I was Nick, I would just keep going, even if you catch him.
Well, Habs is going to catch. Habs is going to.
Yeah.
Sven was got his own time planning for some other warnings. Hobbs is going to catch up. I'm not convinced Quimbless is.
Nick is right there. Hobbs is too. Well, it depends on when Povey drops it or starts going.
He's
Excuse
gone
me.
now.
Quimbless is so
Quite
close.
make it. But
This-
Hobbs is.
This might.
Hobbs is already. He's got him.
Why is there a yellow flag? Oh, for a lap car. Okay.
Hobbs into P2.
Quimbless is looking at another podium here.
Yeah, he is now. Yeah, and it should be pretty relatively easy from here on with the hard tyres compared to the fresh softs.
Yeah, this would be his second podium of the season. Looking at a new Quimbless here, and wow,
New Quimbless.
a new yes, because we haven't seen him.
He's been
on
reborn.
We haven't
Quimbless
seen
has been
him.
reborn.
We haven't seen his podiums since season 4, I believe, season 3, a long time ago. And now he's already got 2 in this season, and he's got a couple races left.
He's catching Lawrence at a rate of knots as well. It could be something to look out for on the final lap. There's MJ Povey, who was just being. it would have been unfair if he didn't win. Let's be real. If he didn't win this race, it would have been bad. It would have been a travesty.
It really would have.
But we're going to come up to the final corner, and we're going to see the white flag sponsored by Credit One Bank.
Booyah!
Fastest lap of the race.
Unsurprising from MJ Povey, but we still have some other drivers too who might be able to. We have LC Fighter on his
Quimbless
soft tires.
Oh, I don't know what's going on. Quimbless and Lawrence, as Nemesis takes back takes the fastest lap. Quimbless and Lawrence were, at least on my screen, very close to contact.
Riding on board with him now. Oh man, this is.
He's just going to have such a better advantage at every single corner.
Yeah.
He's going to be in trouble at the back end of this lap with the when we get into the sector 2, well, the back end of sector 2.
And Spin's caught up to them as well, but Spin does
Yeah, but it's the
carry
time
that
penalty
3-second
picked
time
up.
penalty as well. Yes. So, man, this is. I just want to say that I'm stressed out. I'm on the edge of my seat, but I can thankfully know that my credit card brought to you by Credit One Bank is just absolutely fantastic, and never have to sweat over bills or anything like
McLaren,
that one
kid
kid
is around. I presume he is. Yeah, Lawrence is going to hold on to the position on the track. It looks like MJ Povey is going to cross the line, and he's going to get a win that has been deserved. This race, at least.
Hobbs Van Nick. That is 3 second places in a row for Hobbs Van Nick, assuming that his 222nd finish in Miami is actually second place. But so, wow, what an interesting way to finish this race. And Lawrence somehow manages to keep
stuff in his straight.
I was gonna say, did he cross the line? Is it crossfiring him as finished? I think. There we go. Okay.
There we go.
There's his
He did
teammate is going to. We do see a Ferrari 1-2, but actually 6-7. So, you know.
That's the same thing.
Yeah. They're good enough. They look good doing it too. In their little costumes.
I kind of thought they were trying to. Nemesis was like stalling to let LC get in between 12 seconds, but it didn't work out that way. 3.7 in the end. But yeah, it was a bit of a mixture of the podium, apart from obviously the guy in first. He seems to be doing that when he gets in his groove and actually races, and he's always there, isn't he?
All right, gonna take a look at the chat to see who's retiring.
Did we even have 10 finishes in the end?
We had 9. We had 9 because Phineas Lime had his death, and who else crashed out? Was it Queasy that retired? That caused the safety car, I
Queasy was
believe?
bought the safety car, yeah.
Yeah,
so that if these people didn't quit in the pit lane, look what would have happened. They would have got a point.
Yeah.
Precious point as Williams returned to the top step of the podium. It's a very emotional time for Williams fans, obviously, after Nicholas Latifi's departure at the end of the season. So this would be a big cheer up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
A big win for them.
Wow. What a race. I mean, it was definitely dull at the Well,
yeah, they tried to spice it for the end.
after the first stint, but yeah, got good at the end there, and we had an interesting finish, to say the least. So
that was a very Hungarian Grand Prix.
you know what? I don't know the rules and how it works, but Hobbs van Nick finished just over 3.5 seconds behind Povey, and we think he got that unjustified 5-second time penalty. So I wonder if Nick might actually have won.
Who really want to win like this? I'm not sure.
I would. You got to stop the
Jesus,
Barry
I've just seen
dominance.
I've just seen the next 2 races, so it's Australia and Abu Dhabi. It's just like, I mean, Abu Dhabi's a bit better.
Australia is as well, with the
It's very hit and
reformatted
miss.
track.
True, we've seen some change tracks next 2 weeks,
Yeah.
and then the traditional Brazil.
Brazil.
So Turbo, who's your disappointment of the day?
Okay, I'm gonna go with. Oh wait, that's the wrong button. Hold on a second. Nope, that's the intro. Nope, that's the outro. Okay, I got it figured out. Okay, my disappointment of the day is gonna have to be Queasy Pluto, mainly because he could have caused that safety car a bit sooner to actually have the drivers bunched up and have an actual proper shootout at the end. So that's gonna be my disappointment of the day there. Who is your disappointment of the day, Mr. Kim? Yep. Okay. Man, oh man. Well, thank you for joining us, Kim. Thank you for everybody who is watching. Oh yes, international, even in Antarctica. Thank you guys for tuning in. All those penguins down there. As Povey is spamming the invites now, but I think there's a race after this, like PC Division something, whatever. You know, we got PlayStation tomorrow. Are we at Texas Motor Speedway this weekend? Don't forget to watch Aaron Judge get his record-tying home run today or something. I have no idea. And then, what a way to top off the weekend with a interesting Monday night game as well that has a lot of implications, mainly being that if the Giants lose to this broken Cowboys team, it's not going to be good for Kim. Kim might not come onto comms next weekend, so all right, well, there you go. This is a changed Nemesis not retiring, a changed Quimbulus getting 2 podiums, and then we have a changed Kim being actually positive for once. This is insane. Oh, this is insane. But thank you guys very much for watching. We will see you all next weekend.